A court hearing in New York City involving a gag order in the hush money trial of former President Donald Trump has just ended. Witness testimony will resume soon. KTLA's Annie Rose Ramos in the newsroom with the latest. Annie Rose, good morning.
Frank, good morning to you. That gag order hearing getting a little heated in the past couple of minutes, but the judge reserving his decision on it for now. We'll get into those details shortly. But this hearing is happening because the DA is accusing Trump of repeatedly violating a gag order by talking about his former lawyer and fixer, Michael Cohen. The two of them have been feuding for months now.
He's such a despicable human being, a racist, sexist, misogynist, xenophobe, homophobe, Islamophobe, anti-Semite, that I want to see him in an orange jumpsuit. No. If that's where he ultimately ends up, okay.
The things he got in trouble for were things that had nothing to do with me. He got in trouble, he went to jail. This had nothing to do with me.
All right, we want to go live now to images at the courthouse and what we're hearing happening inside court right now. Trump was speaking to his attorneys in an exchange that is getting heated. Trump seemingly frustrated. The judge then telling Trump's attorneys he was losing credibility with the court after claiming Trump was trying to comply with a gag order. The prosecution then asking the judge for Trump to remove 10 posts from his social media and campaign websites and to remind Trump that future violations can be punished not just with fines, but also incarceration of up to 30 days.
I would give him 2 weeks of home confinement with an ankle bracelet so that he could not go anywhere other than to and from court, with the proviso, if he's a good boy in those 2 weeks and he doesn't violate the gag order, we can take off the ankle bracelet.
All right, again, the judge reserving a decision on that gag order for now. Trial is set to resume. Trump being charged with 34 felony counts of falsifying business records stemming from a $130,000 hush money payment made to adult film star Stormy Daniels. The prosecution and defense both making their opening statements to jurors yesterday, those jurors having to decide whether this was a conspiracy and cover-up to influence the 2016 election, or was it simply a standard business deal? Prosecutors calling this cover-up a, quote, criminal scheme. On the other side, Trump's attorneys telling jurors a candidate trying to promote himself during a presidential election is not a crime.
The attorneys are giving the jury a roadmap for what to expect. So I don't know that the case will be won and lost on opening statements. I frankly doubt that. But it is important. It's setting the table.
The first witness called to the stand Monday was David Pecker, longtime publisher of the National Enquirer, who was granted immunity back in 2018. He's a central player in this case for allegedly keeping any negative stories about Trump out of the spotlight. Pecker is expected to resume its testimony today in the next couple of minutes. Now, this trial is expected to last for about 6 weeks, and Trump is mandated to be in court every single day court is in session, keeping the presumptive Republican presidential nominee from the campaign trail. Mr. Trump now calling this election interference.
I'm here instead of being able to be in Pennsylvania and Georgia and lots of other places campaigning, and it's very unfair.
Now, court will end early today in observance for Passover, wrapping up at around 11 a.m. our time. Court is closed tomorrow, but everyone is expected back inside court come Thursday. Reporting live, I'll send it back to you in the studio.